name is Dan, and this is One Takes Politics. Today I'm briefly going to discuss 5 what are becoming classic Trump lies that I still feel should be cause for concern. Not so much because of their effect politically, but because of how much they suggest the president is divorced from objective reality. Now, some commentators have called this a post-factual age, in where whatever you believe is almost equally true, because even the most wild conspiracy theorists have millions of people who believe them. Take something as inane as chemtrails or Sandy Hook being a false flag operation. To the vast majority of people, these things are of course insane. But to those who choose, and they choose to believe them, they make sense. So, the first of Trump's lies that I find deeply disturbing because it suggests such a high level of narcissism is, of course, the inauguration size. You've seen the pictures, or you can look them up anywhere. The National Park Service released the full ones because of a Freedom of Information Act request. No one's claiming they've been tampered with. There's just some people, including the president, who argues that despite the picture showing the Obama crowd being what appears to be multiple times larger, that the Trump crowd was still somehow bigger. This is in a sense a harmless lie, but when somebody lies about things that can be so easily disproven, it really does make it hard to believe them about things that are important. That's fine for your co-workers, less good for personal relationships, but could be an absolute disaster for the President of the United States. The second of his lies that I find almost goofy, but again dangerously narcissistic, is that his electoral college victory was a huge one. It's been written many places. It was 45th out of 56th. Now, if I'm in a competition with 56 people and tell you I came in 45th, and then claimed I came really close to winning, you would probably be a bit perplexed by that suggestion, and as are people who are more inclined to deal with reality. While it'd be easy to go into things relating to Russia, that's a huge, huge story, and we're not there yet. But there was a claim before Trump was elected where he went back and forth on how well he knew Vladimir Putin, claiming to be stablemates with him on a 60-minute interview, even though they were thousands of miles away. And then the next chance he gets, I don't know Putin, he's not my best friend. Well, when he was in Moscow for his Miss Universe pageant, he claimed Putin personally sent him gifts. Not terribly important, doesn't prove anything about the ongoing issues with Russia, but changing your story about how well you know somebody when the first thing you did was name drop because apparently you thought it would make you seem impressive to be friendly with Vladimir Putin? Alright. But then when you have to deny it immediately afterwards, or very nearly afterwards, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. Was it narcissism that he knows big people around the world, and then he backed away from it because he then realized that, oh, most Americans aren't big fans of Vladimir Putin? We really can't know that. But it's something that you have to consider the reasoning behind it. And I can't possibly understand that. Now, I find his lie about millions of illegal voters to be the most disturbing. It is, again, narcissism, but it's one that plays off the fears of his constituents. 3 to 5 million people illegally voted in California. I'll be doing another video that takes this apart more so, and probably for most of these lies it'll be easy enough to demonstrate with nothing but absolutely objective facts that these things are lies. But Trump's 3 to 5 million illegal voters, his henchman Stephen Miller, whatever, claiming that New Hampshire gets voters shipped in from Massachusetts. These are absolutely lies. And yes, if Trump did get, or was the victim of 3 to 5 million voters, then he would have won the popular election. But he didn't, because that didn't happen. And again, isn't it just to boost his ego? I really did win. There shouldn't be any questions about my victory. And truth to be told, I'm a Democrat and liberal, and there's no question as to his victory. The Electoral College voted for him. That's how it works, like it or not. And then you have to go from there. The final lie that Trump does tell and continues to tell so frequently that it's beyond reason is that established media sources are fake news. A man who's getting his news from Sputnik, RT, Breitbart, Fox and Friends has the unmitigated gall to call the New York Times, NBC, CBS, CNN, and others fake news. When somebody says in your personal life that everybody else is lying about them, your tendency is going to be to distrust them, I would assume. Now, if your president's doing that, if he's claiming every poll is fake news because they didn't predict him winning the election, the thing is, the average in polls had Hillary Clinton winning by 1 or 2%. And in the popular vote, she did exactly that. So, 70,000 votes, the Electoral College goes wildly the other way, and the absolutely predicted happens. So dismissing national polls because they got the answer wrong, when in fact they got the result wrong with the proper numbers, is of course disingenuous. So where we're standing here and where I'm coming from with this, these lies aren't destructive to our national fabric per se, except maybe the fake voter one. What they are is a suggestion that if you trust Donald Trump, you're dismissing objective facts in favor of somebody you happen to like. And again, if you do that in your personal life, people will think you're an idiot when you get tricked. But when you do it with your president, you're at risk of screwing the entire country, and that's a sad thing to do out of a sense of loyalty for a man who hasn't delivered on anything he said, which is strange because he's said just about everything. So this is the first installment of One Takes Politics. If you watch this, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share with your conservative friends as well, as I'm more than happy to respond to nasty comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and have a good day.